Look at the pictures. What's your guess? What are we going to talk about? Intonation. And this is, I think, you might know as rising or falling of the voice, melody of the language. This is when your voice, our voices, go higher on the notes or they go lower. So it's falling intonation. I want you to listen to this sentence by Peter. Cheese and beef. Listen and tell me on which word the intonation is rising and on which it's falling. It's easy. Listen.
Would you like cheese or beef?
You can listen again if you want to. Would you like cheese or beef? Would you like cheese or beef? On cheese, your voice goes higher, and on beef, it goes lower. This sentence is for practicing intonation, using your voice for higher notes. On the word me, your voice is normal. You say me, me, not rising, not falling. You don't say me, no. Me, no. Me, me, normal. But on the words higher, highest, again for practice, higher and highest, our voices need to go higher compared with this. You need to notice this, listen carefully, and in here, voice goes even higher. And I want you to listen carefully to the audio file, but don't repeat. Just try to listen and understand the differences. Go on.
Me. Higher, highest. Me. Higher, highest.
So you see, your voice needs to go higher, rising intonation, and this even higher. Okay, this is a great practice for you to understand rising intonation. Now I want to play it again and repeat. You repeat after it.
Me. Higher, highest. Me. Higher, highest.
Now for falling intonation. When your voice goes lower. Listen carefully.
Me. Lower, lowest. Me. Lower, lowest.
میبینین که صدا اینجا داره بم میشه و صداتون باید کلوفتر بشه و اینجا بود که صدا نازکتره و در واقع روی نوت‌های بالاتره. Now repeat this with your voice on lower notes. Listen and repeat.
Me. Lower, lowest. Me. Lower, lowest.
Now let's practice them all together. Wow, all of them next to each other. So this is gonna be a little bit challenging, but we're gonna do it well. Before you listen, you can read them and test yourselves, and then listen to the audio file. Now listen.
Me. Lower, higher. Me. Highest. Lower, higher, lowest. Me. Highest. Higher, lowest. me,
You can play again and repeat after it. اینجا خیلی بهتون کمک میکنه اگر که وقتی که به پخشش میکنین و میشنوین همزمان باهاش هر کلمه ای رو میگه شما هم باهاش بگین. یعنی بعدش نگین. باهاش بگین. This helps you a lot. So this rising and falling intonation is used in different ways and in different places for different reasons. We want to see and practice the intonation in questions with O. Are you ready for that? Let's start with the first question. Would you like veal or beef? What's a veal? You know the meaning of beef. You know a cow. What is a cow's meat? It's beef. How about a young cow's meat? That's veal. Veal. Again with this sound. Long E. So tell me, what's the intonation? Would you like veal or beef? Next. Would you like coffee or tea? Would you like coffee or tea? What do you think? How's the intonation pattern? Would you like coffee, tea, or milk? Let's see. Would you like coffee, tea, juice, or milk? That's how we say it. This is the intonation pattern in questions with O. Here the waiter uses a sentence to give us two options and we need to choose. Now you can pause and practice saying these sentences. And imagine you are the waiter and you are asking these questions to help your customers. Use the rising and falling intonations carefully. Then you can go to the next part. Good luck. Okay, we're going to watch a video. What's your guess? Look at the pictures. What is it about? Spilling. And this is a glass of beer. In this video, the waitress spills some beer on a customer. Watch and answer these questions. Question 1. Was the spilling an accident? Yes or no? Question 2. Was she sorry? Yes or no? Are you ready to watch the video? Watch it carefully and answer these questions. Ready?
Okay, everybody, here are your beers, and here is yours. Oh, no! Oh, I guess you should go to the bathroom, or maybe go home and never come back.
No worries, I made extra sweatshirts.
Let's watch this again and think about the answers to these questions.
Okay, everybody, here are your beers, and here is yours. Oh no! Oh, I guess you should go to the bathroom or maybe go home and never come back.
No worries, I made extra sweatshirts.
So what do you think? Was it an accident? No, it was not an accident. And she was not sorry. After she spilled the beers on the man, we can understand that she's not sorry by listening to what she said. She gave him two options. You should do something or do something else. This is the sentence that I want you to complete. Watch the video and complete it. You should go to the or maybe and the accent is not British, it's American. So listen carefully and complete the sentence.
Okay, everybody, here are your beers, and here is yours. Oh no! Oh, I guess you should go to the bathroom or maybe go home and never come back.
No worries, I made extra sweatshirts.
So what are the words? You should go to the bathroom or maybe go home and never come back. So these are two options. Look at the word or. The option before the word or, this word, has an intonation, maybe rising, maybe falling. You tell me. And then this all together has one intonation. And I want you to listen to the intonation and draw them on a paper, rising or falling on this part and this part.
Okay, everybody, here are your beers, and here is yours. Oh no! Oh, I guess you should go to the bathroom or maybe go home and never come back.
No worries, I made extra sweatshirts.
So this is, of course, rising before the word or, our first option. You should go to the bathroom or maybe go home and never come back. Go home and never come back. Bathroom, go home and never come back. That's mean. So she did not like him. So you see, these two options after O are connected by the word and. So these are two parts of the same option. They both have falling intonation. You do this or this and this. That's it. Do you remember the last time you went to a restaurant and the waiter or the waitress gave you options, especially for food or drinks? You want this or this? You want this or that? Think about the questions that they asked you and the intonation they would use if they said them in English. Think about that and write a sentence or two. Two questions. Think about the last time you went to a restaurant and write one or two questions and practice the rising and falling on the words. This tea is from Iran. What words are stressed in this sentence? This tea is from Iran. Yes, the words are tea and Iran. And the stress here in this word is Ron, Iran. Why not the word this? This. Because it comes before a noun. So the noun is stressed. This tea. This tea. Why not is? It's a to be verb. Why not from? It's a preposition. So these two stressed. Let's learn about other country names and see how they are pronounced. And now I say the name of these countries and you guess which syllable is stressed in each word. So you don't have to repeat, just find the stressed syllable. It's just like a game. And then you will see and check if you were right. China, China, China. Bali, Bali, Bali. Malta, Malta, Malta. Portugal, Portugal, Portugal. Lebanon, Lebanon, Lebanon. Japan, Japan, Japan. Nepal, Nepal, Nepal. Vietnam, Vietnam, Vietnam. It's very good and important for you to help your mouth get used to saying these words. So I'm telling you to rewind this video and listen again to each name and repeat after it. If these names become easy for you, you can say the nationality words for these country names easily. Because the nationality words sound different. So you want to learn these words well before we get to the next part. Let's see. We had this sentence before. This tea is from Iran. It's an Iranian tea. It's an Iranian tea. Stressed, stressed. An adjective and a noun. Here we want to say that something or someone is from Iran. So we say Iranian tea, Canadian tea, American tea, not Iran tea. Some country names change into nationalities by adding "ian," but not all of them. Some other country names get, what do you think? They get "ian," I-A-N. What do you see here? Some words get ease at the end, like Chinese. Let's see how they are pronounced. دفعه اول که تلفظ کشور و ملیت رو میشنویم شکل نوشتاری کلمه رو نمیبینیم چون روی تلفظ تاثیر خوبی نمیذاره. اول روی گفتن کلمه مسلط میشیم و بعد میبینیم که چطور نوشته میشه، چون شکل نوشتاری و نحوه سپلینگ یک کلمه تاثیر میذاره روی ذهنیت ما از تلفظ. دفعه دوم که کلمه ملیت رو شنیدیم یا همون نشنالیتی، شکل نوشتاری رو هم خواهیم دید. چشماتون رو ببندین و با دقت به تلفظ گوش بدین و تکرار کنید. هر وقت آماده بودین شکل کلمه رو هم نگاه کنید. Books closed, please. Let's get started. China, Chinese, Bali, Balinese, Malta, Maltese, Portugal, Portuguese, Lebanon, Lebanese, Japan, Japanese. See the difference? Japan, Japa, Japa, Japanese. Nepal, Nepalese. Paul, P, Nepal, Nepalese. Vietnam, Vietnamese. Nam, Nim, Vietnam, Vietnamese, Nim, Nemese. Now pause the video, go back, and try to repeat these words after me. Then we'll get to the next part. Good luck.
4C. Things from China are Chinese. People from Bali are Balinese. People from Malta are Maltese. Food from Portugal is Portuguese. Food from Lebanon is Lebanese. Things from Japan are Japanese. People from Nepal are Nepalese. Goods from Vietnam are Vietnamese.
In the last sentence, we heard a word goods, which means things from a country. So what do you think? Where does the stress go? On which syllable? All the words have the stress on ease. Chinese, Balinese. Okay, now please rewind the video and try to repeat after each sentence. And try to pay attention to the right pronunciation and the stress you put on these words. Work hard, and I'll see you again. Go on. Let's look at these two sentences. These two have the same meaning. Oh, you remember this sheep. He liked peels. But it looks like he likes beef as well. Ugh, crazy sheep. Okay, let's forget about it. Focus. That's the normal thing about the nationality words with ease, that the stress goes on the last syllable in the words, like Japanese. But in this sentence, something happens. This rule changes. So the stress here is wrong. We need to change it. Where does the stress go? Yes, for this sentence, the right stress for the Japanese, for this word, is on the first syllable. It's Japanese beef. Why? Why Japanese? Why Japanese? This is normal, but something happens. So let's look carefully and discover why this happens. Look. What happened? Answer me. Is there a syllable after the ease syllable here? Yes. Here, no. Is this syllable stressed? Yes. Beef. Stressed. Is stressed? Beef stressed? Can these two syllables stay stressed next to each other easily? No. So what happens? The stress moves away to the first syllable in Japanese. So it becomes easier to say them. We don't say, it's Japanese beef. We say, it's Japanese beef. وقتی stress روی دو تا سیلابل کنار هم رو بخوایم تلفظ کنیم سخته نسبت به وقتی که stress از روی سیلابل ایز جا به جا میشه و میره روی سیلابل اول کلمه. بیاین این جمله رو یک بار با استرس روی ایز سعی کنیم بگیم و یک بار با استرس جا به جا شده. ببینیم از لحاظ گفتنش کدوم آسون تره. اول روی ایز. It's Japanese beef. حالا روی اولی. It's Japanese beef. جا به جا بشه بهتره. چون طبیعتاً وقتی میخوایم استرس بذاریم باید توی صدامون انرژی بذاریم و این جابجایی به نفسمون یک فرصت میده تا به راحتی بره به سیلابل استرس دار که بیف باشه. حالا قانونش اینطور هست که اگر بعد از کلمه های 3 سیلابلی که استرس روی سیلابل آخر هست یک سیلابل دیگه‌ای که اون هم استرس هست قرار بگیره استرسش رو میبره به سیلابل اولش. اینجا هم ما روی کلمه های 3 سیلابلی مربوط به نشنالیتی رو برای معرفی و تمرین داریم. Let's practice saying them together. This beef is Japanese. It's Japanese beef. Is this bread from Beirut? Yes, it's Lebanese. What do you think? How do we say this? It's Lebanese bread. Is this tea from Beijing? Yes, it's Chinese. It's Chinese tea. Good. Is this seaweed from Tokyo? This is seaweed. Plants under the sea, underwater. And you see, the sound is E, seaweed. Is this seaweed from Tokyo? This, actually. It's a food. Yes, it's Japanese. It's Japanese seaweed. Does this ice cream come from Bali? Yes, it's Balinese. It's Balinese ice cream. Well, for more practice, I want to play an audio file from your book. In this part D, the moving stress part from Unit 1. In here, we have all these sentences and the moving stress part. In this part, one person asks a question and you have silence. There is a pause and it's your time. It's your chance to answer the question yourselves. Like this, with 2 sentences. And then you hear the next person answering the same question. Here you can compare your answers with what the second person says. پس بعد از شنیدن سوال شما اونو جواب میدین با به شکل این 2 جمله که یاد گرفتین و این قسمت که باید moving stress حتما بگذارید. این رو خودتون توی قسمت پازی که میذاره انجام بدین یا اگر اون پاز براتون خیلی کوتاهه پیشنهاد میکنم بعد از اینکه سوال رو شنیدین پاز کنید و جواب رو بگین و بعد از حالت پاز خارج بشین و ببینین که جوابی رو که نفر دوم که قرار جواب سوال رو بده و همون چیزی که شما گفتین رو بگه ببینین و مقایسه کنید. ببینین استرس رو اونم مثل شما گفت و هر جا اشتباه داشتین سعی کنین از مدلی که اون داره میگه استفاده کنین و تصحیح کنین جمله هایی که خودتون ساختین. Okay, let's go. Let's start.
4D. Example.
Is this bread from Beirut?
Yes, it's Lebanese. It's Lebanese bread.
Is this tea from Beijing?
Yes, it's Chinese. It's Chinese tea.
Is this seaweed from Tokyo?
Yes, it's Japanese. It's Japanese seaweed.
Does this ice cream come from Bali?
Yes, it's Balinese. It's Balinese ice cream.
Is this rice from Vietnam?
Yes, it's Vietnamese. It's Vietnamese rice.
We've seen many words in this unit that have the sound E. You can test yourselves now. Test. grab your pencil and close your books and also your video lessons. And also pause this video. What will you do? You start writing as many words as you can that you know have the sound E in them. When you've finished, you can continue this lesson, okay? Go. All right. Now that you have a list of E sound words, let's underline the letters in those words that you think have the E sound. For example, you have the word sheep in your list. You underline the letters that sound E. Now start underlining and then continue the video. Pause and go underline. Go. Take a look at your list and the underlined letters. Do you have words with these letters? We usually find these letters with the long sound E. I read one line. You listen and say in which word the E sound is a little bit shorter. Listen. Sheep, bean, me, Janine, lovely, people. This letter at the end of the words sounds a little bit shorter compared to these. So for example, I say people, but here it's shorter. You say lovely, E, 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 E. Lovely. In this part, I want to give you some helpful tips that you can use to practice and remember the sound spelling connections because it's really important. It helps you with better pronunciation and also right spellings in writings. 1. Find more words. اول از همه اگر مشغول یادگیری زبان هستین و دارین کلاس میرین حتما از الان هر کلمه جدیدی که یاد میگیرین به حروفش دقت کنید. اگر سپلینگ هایی رو که یاد گرفتین برای صدای ای توی کلمات جدید و قبلی که خوندین هستن با دقت مقایسه کنید و ببینید در اون کلمه ها هم این حروف صدای ای دارن یا نه و اگر نه چه صدایی براشون استفاده شده و اون رو به حروف استفاده شده توی اون کلمه خاص ربط بدین و در واقع برای خودتون دارین استثناهای یک سری قوانین رو پیدا میکنین و یا سپلینگ های جدید پیدا میکنید. نکته دوم. Play the recordings for yourself and pause. You should spell that word for yourself by saying it or writing it. نکته دوم برای تمرین. بذارین فایل های صوتی کتاب چه برای کلمه چه برای جمله و حتی مکالمه بهتون دیکته بگن و چه بهتر اگر به صدای خودمون هم بعدش گوش بدیم و به خودمون دیکته بگیم. بعد از هر قسمتی که فایل رو نگه داشتین و خواستین بنویسین میتونیم به جاش اول کلمه رو بلند برای خودمون سپل کنیم و چیزی ننویسیم. در هر دو حالت داریم شکل کلمات رو برای خودمون به تصویر میاریم و حافظمون هم درگیر میشه که خیلی خوبه. Number 3. Use timer to write as many words with E sounds as you can, or any sounds, because it's a strategy for you to practice. And this is more like a game. اینجا برای تمرین سپلینگ بعد از اینکه تمرینات یونیت 1 رو کامل انجام دادین، کتاب رو ببندین و 30 ثانیه به خودتون تایم بدین تا زمان معکوس شروع شد. هر تعداد کلمه که به ذهنتون میاد رو روی کاغذ بنویسین. یادتون بیاد همه اون کلمه هایی که صدای ای داشتن و این کار رو چند بار انجام بدین. هر دفعه چک کنین ببینین چند کلمه رو یادتون اومد و اینکه آیا درست سپل شدن یا نه و درستش رو یاد بگیرید. حتی اگه از کلمه های دیگه‌ای که بلدین هم و یا با استفاده از دیکشنری هم میتونین مطمئن بشین که این صدا رو دارن و بعد باز میتونین 10 ثانیه از اون زمان خودتون کم کنین و این دفعه به سختی کار و چالشش اضافه کنید. اینطوری سرعت یادآوری مطالب رو برای خودتون هم بیشتر میکنین یواش یواش. We're still working on spelling and sound connections. And one of the most beautiful letters, letter E. What is its name? Obviously, E. What is the sound? E sounds E. Like pet, met, them. E. Something different. We see another letter E after the consonant T. Pet plus E. How do we say this? Pete. Meat. Theme. E. What happens? We have the letter E plus the consonant, and then we have another E, as you can see in here. So we need a consonant between them. And here, consonant, consonant, consonant between these two E letters. Then this makes this letter sound like its sound? Like pet? No. It sounds like its name. The name E. E. Pete. Meat. Theme. So this is called silent E. Or a better name, magic E. And the magic it does changes the sound, the natural sound, the usual sound of this letter to its name. Beautiful. So sometimes the letter E sounds E. As we've seen, when there is a silent E in a word, or a magic E. Pete, Japanese. We have a silent E at the end, in between a consonant, and before that we have the vowel, which changes its sound from E to E, like the sound in sheep. This letter also sounds E when There is an open syllable. What is an open syllable? When a syllable ends with a vowel, it's an open syllable. Like in we, he. You see, this is a vowel and it's a syllable. It finishes with a vowel, so it's open. In these words that are open syllables and have the letter E, we don't say where because they're open. We use the E sound and we say we, he, she. It has two syllables, female, two syllables. One of them is open. It ends with a vowel and the vowel sounds like long E. Female. We don't say female because that's wrong.